Oh, look. Another glorious morning. Makes me sick! On All Hallows Eve, when the sun comes up, we're dust. Good evening. In this video, I'm going to be going over Winnie Sanderson from Hocus Pocus. Now, I don't think that Hocus Pocus necessarily needs much of a talking intro. Shouldn't have to explain. It's a Halloween classic. But I will say that all of my clothes are painted on, my jewelry's painted on. The only thing that's actually like physically real are the gloves and my rings, and also my hair is my own hair. Not usually styled this way, but it's not a wig. Another look where red hair saves the day. As always, all the products I use will be listed somewhere around the video. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. Look, I actually have my hair curled. I'm starting off by covering up my eyebrows and paying careful attention to them, not just bleh-ing them on like I usually do, because I'm not painting over them, I'm foundationing over them. As I just said, apply concealer and foundation as well as set it with translucent powder. Apply eye primer. I'm then applying white eyeshadow underneath my brow bone as well as on my inner corner. On my entire lid, blending out into my crease, I'm then applying a light brown shadow and going back in my crease using a darker brown shadow. I'm also making sure this color goes more in towards my nose. Line your eyes using a bar eyeliner shape, and I'm then applying a little bit of brown shadow underneath my lower lash line as well as a smidge bit of black eyeshadow. Heavily apply blush on your cheeks if you have to make your little tooth face. That's actually going to help you with the placement of your blush. I'm then adding concealer to my lips. It's honestly amazing how beautiful I look on the internet sometimes. And I'm using a red liquid lipstick to fill in my small lips. I'm also really bad at applying it with the applicator for some reason, so I'm applying it with a brush. And make sure you don't miss any spots when you make your tooth face. The clothing on this character is actually a little bit of a doozy. It took me a little bit to actually figure out all the colors and placement within this actual outfit itself. So if the instructions are a little scattered, please bear with me. As always, I started out outlining everything using an eyebrow marker. I then painted my jacket using a dark green body paint and blended up purple towards the bottom. For my folding over collar, I mixed together purple and black and filled it in. To begin at least a little bit of shading, I mixed in some black body paint and went along the edges of the collar and the jacket. I also added this color surrounding my body as well as in the folds by my arms. To try to achieve a little bit of that velvety texture, I then went in with a sponge and light green body paint and just dabbed it around my jacket as well as a light purple body paint and added that to the collar. Taking that same light purple, I then outlined the collar on the bottom and a little bit on the corner. To continue our shading, I used black eyeshadow and added the shadow underneath the collar. On one side, I painted the collar more flat to my body where it'll have a smaller shadow, and the other collar is propped up a little bit so it'll have a shadow a little further away. I also brought the black shading throughout the collar itself, adding it at the bottom and on the edges. To begin on the shirt underneath, I then added green body paint to both edges, lighter green than the jacket. Evened out the top by making a little bit of a wavy pattern. Added purple body paint in the center and once again evened out the top. Mixing a little bit of black in with that purple body paint, I then outlined both edges to create the shadow between the green and the purple. To add my shading to the green section, I used black eyeshadow. To create the shading within the ruffles, I used black eyeshadow and black body paints and did an alternating pattern of dark, light, dark, and light. For the purple section, I also added in a little bit of light purple. Using black body paint, I added the wrinkles in the center of the purple section and blended them out. Using this gold powder body paint, I then added the strings that are on the blouse. I also added on the gold trim as well as the symbols to her dress. Now the symbols probably don't match the movie. I tried my hardest to actually see what they were, but it's very difficult to make out. And for the symbols, I referenced a Halloween costume. I know. Probably could have bought a necklace, but what fun would that be? None! For the beads on the necklace, I first put down purple body paint, then highlighted them using white body paint, then I added the green beads and highlighted those as well. To save yourself from overlapping onto your gold body paint or dragging that body paint down, I actually put it in the shading first using brown eyeshadow and a little bit of black underneath where the necklace is going to actually go. I then drew in my necklace using gold body paint. Lol.